This conference will now be recorded.
Welcome to DevOps Training. This is Shadab Akhtar. I'm a software consultant and corporate trainer. In this session, I want to discuss about Ansible Vault. Ansible Vault. So this Ansible Vault is used for security perspective. Obviously, security is very big concern in a company, and every company want to secure their environment. So Ansible Vault related to the security, and we can use Ansible Vault for multiple purpose. First of all, I want to show you the Ansible Vault command so that you can understand well how we can use these command for security perspective. So first of all, we will discuss about Ansible Vault, and after that, we will discuss about Ansible Vault for playbooks. So let me go ahead with AWS account, and I already set up environment for Ansible. So these three virtual machines for Ansibles. First, control server, and we can push a configuration from control server to remote servers. In our case, I have two remote servers. I already set up Ansible in this control server. I'm just going ahead with the same. I'm going to copy IP address and let me go ahead with partition. And I want to proceed with ec2-user at the rate IP address. I'm going to click on plus sign, then authentication, then allow agent forwarding, then appearance, and then change. I want to go ahead with 12 size. I'm going to click on OK. I'm going to click on open. Oh. Virtual machine is in stopped state actually. So first I need to start these virtual machine. I'm going ahead with these three virtual machine. I want to proceed with start from drop down menu, and then I want to connect. Obviously, whenever you are going for stop your virtual machine, you are going to start your virtual machine. So IP address will be changed. Why? Because these IP address is a public IP address and dynamic IP address. So once you are going to stop your virtual machine, then you are going to start your virtual machine, IP address will be changed. So we have to go for new session this time. I'm going ahead with new session and I want to close the previous session because that is not related to that new updated IP address. I want to go ahead with ec2-user at the rate IP address. I'm going to click on plus sign, then authentication, then allow agent forwarding, then appearance, and then change. And 12 size as an optional font size. I'm going to click on OK, then open, and then accept. Fine. This is our virtual machine, and I created a user, control user. So I want to switch to control user first. Control, and then password. I already set up password for this control user. I want to give clear command for clear screen, and then I want to go ahead with cd and then Ansible, because I already installed Ansible in this server. So I'm going for Ansible Vault and then --help. This is a command to check options or check commands to complete hands-on and practical. I'm just going to copy this information and paste in your notes. Here is help command. With the help of help command, you will find the uses Ansible Vault. You can create Ansible Vault file. You can decrypt it and you can edit it. You can view it. You can encrypt it. So I said this is related to the security perspective. For example, you have a file. This file is important for you and for your company. So your company created one file for password. For example, this file is for password. So you can keep user one password, user two password, and so on and so forth. Obviously, this file is important for you and your company. If unauthorized user is, receiving this file and he can get information about user one and user two, it is a very painful for you and your company. So what you should do now, you should protect these kind of file, or you should protect sensitive data or credentials for your companies. So encryption means you are going to change file and it won't show actual data inside a file. So you can encrypt your file with the help of Ansible Vault. And after that, you can view with the help of password. And then you can edit if you want file, and then you can decrypt. Decrypt means you are going to going ahead as a normal file. So you are going to encrypt this file and you are going to send someone who is authorized person. He can decrypt this file with the help of password. So you will provide a password for this user so he can decrypt this file. So let's understand how you will complete these hands-on and practicals. So first of all, I'm going ahead to create a new Vault encrypted file. So you can create new Vault encrypted file. I'm going to copy this command, Ansible Vault. I'm just going to keep here as a example. Ansible Vault, first of all, I want to create, and file name I want to give, for example, sensitive data, sensitive data.txt. So this is txt file, and this file is for sensitive data. Obviously, this file we required, right? So I'm just going ahead with this file first. I'm just going to copy this command and I want to move forward to virtual machine and I want to give clear command for clear screen. If you'll see, if you'll see here, there is no file related to the sensitive data or txt file. What I'm going to do now, I want to create this file. It is asking password for this file. Password for this file. Why it is asking? Because we are using Ansible Vault and we have to set password for this file 1 2 3 4 5 in my case. In your case, you have to provide a strong password for your sensitive data file and don't disclose this password to anyone except authorized person. And a confirm password 1 2 3 4 5. I'm inside this file and I want to keep here passwords. So I for insert and then pass wd for example, and I want to keep here a password. So for example, this is user1 @123 and then user2 @123 and user10 @123. So you can keep your password or sensitive information in this file. Now I want to save as a normal way, escape colon WQ exclamation mark to save this file. Now file is created successfully, but this is not normal file this time. This is not text file. Why? Because we encrypted. If somebody want to see this file with the help of get command, so showing here, crazy kind of stuffs, not actual data. Fine. This is related to create command. You can create file with sensitive data and you can protect this file with the help of password. Okay, next command is for view vault encrypted file. Now, next is for view vault encrypted file. Do you have any question to this?
No, I'm good, Shida.
Okay. Let me go ahead with the same command. I want to modify command. And in place of create, I'm going to keep view here. So if somebody want to check data inside this file, so he should or she should be authorized person. And he or she is required a password to check data inside this file. Okay. So I'm going to copy this information or this command and I'm going to paste in a notes, in a virtual machine, sorry. So you can see it is asking password to check data inside this file. If you are going to share this password to authorized person, then he or she can check data inside this file. I'm going for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. You can see the information, right? Okay. Next thing, then you can edit information in this file. I'm going to copy this command and paste here. Edit Vault encrypted file. I want to edit this file. I'm just going to copy this information or this command and paste here. In place of view, I'm going to give edit. And let me go ahead and edit this file. For example, I want to update password in this file, or I want to give more sensitive data in this file. So I can go ahead with this file with password. Authorized person can do these kind of stuffs. I'm going to press enter and I can update now. I for insert and let me keep here user 3 at the rate 123 and then user 4 at the rate 123. I'm going to save this information. Fine. If I'm going to check this time with the help of view, it will ask password obviously because it is encrypted file. And then I can go ahead with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it is showing updated data. Okay, let me go ahead with the next. Next command is for decrypt. So decrypt means you want to change this encrypted to decrypted, or you want to decrypt this file, or you want to make this file as a normal file. Okay, so let me go ahead with this decrypt command. I'm just going to keep this information in the notes, decrypt vault encrypted file. And I want to go ahead with same command. I will modify same command. In place of edit, I'm going for decrypt. I'm going to copy and then paste this command here. Okay. Obviously, authorized person can decrypt this file. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fine. Decrypt successfully. Now, how you will identify it is decrypted? So with the help of get command, you can check file. So without password, you can see the detail. Showing the detail. Hope that you are getting my point. So you can check with the help of get command. You can check with the help of VIM editor as or your convenient way. So you can go ahead with VIM editor also, and you can check information. If you want to encrypt again this file, so I want to quit from here. If you want to encrypt this file again, okay, so let me encrypt this file again. I'm just going to keep this information and then encrypt. Vault, um, encrypt vault encrypted file, not encrypted file. Okay, so in place of decrypt, I will give encrypt. Everything is fine. Encrypt. Okay, I'm going to copy this command and then paste it. I'm going to press enter. Okay, asking password again. 1 2 3 4 5, and then confirm password. 1 2 3 4 5. Now it is encrypted again. If I'm going to check with the help of cat command this file sensitive data.txt, again I cannot see the actual information. Hope that you are getting my point. Next command is for rekey. Rekey for change password. So here is rekey. Rekey a vault encrypted file. So you can change password for your vault. So I would use this command also. Rekey a vault encrypted file, and I'm going to use same command and then paste here, and I would go for rekey. Rekey. Rekey means I want to change a password for same file, sensitive data file. I'm going to copy this command and then go ahead with virtual machine and let me change a password. So word password is a 1 2 3 4 5. New password I'm going to set as 5 4 3 2 1, and a confirm password is 5 4 3 2 1. Rekey success. And again, if I'm going to check sensitive data, obviously it is encrypted. And if I want to view the details, so I have to provide an updated password, a new password. So I'm going to use 5 4 3 2 1. In this case, I can check. Hope that you are getting my point. So what kind of stuffs you can do with the help of, Ansible Vault? You can encrypt, as mentioned here. You can encrypt, and then you can view, then you can edit, then you can uh, decrypt, and you can create a new file also, and then you can rekey. So these options is available in Ansible Vault.
Shadab, I have
But
one question here.
how? Yeah, please.
Let's suppose I'm going to read one user credential. I want to just match it for user one. In that case, I think none of this way is going to work. We need to read a file only line number one or two, something like this, right?
I cannot get your question. Can you repeat,
Uh,
please?
let's suppose I just want to evaluate user one password, because in that
Uh-huh.
file I have stored three password, one for user one, user two, user n, right?
Uh-huh.
So I just want to evaluate user two password.
You want to check only user two password, right?
Yes, I want to match it. Like if user 2 is entering a credential somewhere, I need to validate that credential from Vault, that user is entering a right credential or not.
Mm, I'm not getting your point, Ritesh.
Okay. Let me repeat my question. You have created one file, and under that file, you have stored three passwords, right? One for
Mm-hmm.
user one, second
Mm-hmm.
for user two,
Mm-hmm.
third password you have stored for user n, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm working with the one application where
Mm-hmm.
user two is logging in, and
Mm-hmm.
I want to check that password in Ansible Vault, that file I've created. I want to check for only user 2.
You mean to say that monitoring part, right? So who's going to log in for these passwords?
No, no, that not monitoring. As of now, you have created three users, right? User one, 2, 3.
जी जी जी. Mm-hmm.
Now I want to check that whatever user 2 is trying to log in, he's trying to log in with right credential or not. Can you open that file once?
Yeah,
User
sure.
one, we have written that. Yeah, this is the file, right? User one at the rate of 123. This I just want to read one line here. User two at the rate of 123.
This one,
Yeah,
right?
right.
What do you
But
want to
this can
do?
be dynamic. This can be dynamic, right? This is a password, and this password, according to me, should be against any key so that I can fetch that. Let's suppose I want to retrieve password for user 4. So in that case,
Mm-hmm.
only fourth row will be coming, should come.
Okay. Okay. So you want to search only for user 4 at the rate 123. So from this file, you need it should show only the user 4 at the rate 123, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, it means you want to filter about that. You are going to check,
yeah,
or you are going to filter
yeah, right.
about users'
Otherwise,
passwords.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, what actual scenario we have here? Like sensitive data we are storing, because we are not going to retrieve all of the data in a single go, right? So
Mhm,
what we will be doing is, let's suppose user 4 is logging, then we will
mhm,
retrieve only user 4 detail. If
mhm,
user 2 is logging, then we will
mhm.
retrieve only user 2 detail.
Uh-huh. Okay, I think this is part of Vault or not. I need to check,
Sure.
Ritesh,
We can check. Yeah, sure.
right?
We can proceed now. Yeah.
Uh, yeah. But actually, this only for the examples. But if you want to send or you want to keep a password for individual person, so you can create a separate file for that. But this is right question. So I will double check it, Ritesh, how we can filter to at the time of searching.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So far we checked that how the world will work. Uh, but how you are going to use this world for the playbooks? So for example, you are working in control server. So this is your control server, and you want to send or you want to paste something into a remote server. So for example, this is remote server 1. In our case, we are using a two remote servers. You can say two production machines to push a configuration from control server to remote server. So these two are our production server, and we want to send an information. We want to push a configuration from control server to remote server. So in normal way, what we did so far, if we want to, if we want to execute our playbooks. So for example, this is a playbook. If you want to execute this playbook, normally we will go for Ansible playbook and then the playbook name. So it will uh, execute that playbook. If without error you write down your playbook, so it will execute and complete your tasks. But what is my agenda for Ansible Playbook Vault? So I want to, copy a data. For example, this is one file I created in a remote server one. So for example, here is a one file, and in a remote server two, I created a one file, two files I created, right? One in remote server one and one in remote server two. And I want to send a data from my playbook. For example, this is the data, and this data I want to send with the help of my playbook into these remote server 1 file and remote server 2 file. So at the time of sending this data, we can use a vault if your data is a sensitive data. So you can use a vault to send this data into remote server 1 and remote server 2 file. So let's see and understand how you are going to write down a playbook for the sensitive data. And after that, how you are going to copy your data from your control server to remote server. We already done these kind of stuffs. If you will focus here, so I have one playbook here, copy task, but this time I want to modify with a few more things or update it with the new things. So if I will check here in a kit and then P1 copy tasks, and here is a playbook, right? So this is a playbook. If you remember, we already give this information in our files. So this is information. In 20 minutes I want to reboot server, and this information I keep in a variable's name is welcome message, and then our task is copy tasks, name is a copy task, and I want to copy in this destination. So if you remember, in every remote server I created a user with name remote, and I created a directory dir1, and here is a file1.txt. So this information I want to paste in this file, right? This is a one playbook to copy content from your playbook to your destination files. Same kind of stuffs I want to do. Let me write down a new playbook here for sensitive data, and I want to send this data from my playbooks to the remote server 1 and 2. So first of all, I want to create a new file. Okay, so let me create with the help of ad hoc command. So I'm going for Ansible, which I already installed in this control server, and I'm going ahead with web servers. Web server is a group name which comes under host inventory file, and host inventory file comes under Ansible directory. Ansible directory comes under etc directory, and this is also a default path for Ansible, etc Ansible. And then hyphen m flag for module. Shell module I'm going to use this time. Hyphen a is for argument, and I want to create a directory. For creating a directory, I can use mkdir. Okay, before going to create a directory, I want to check inside home and then remote. Remote is a user which I already created. And then inside remote, I want to check what kind of directories is available. So with the help of this command or this ad hoc command, we can check information. If you'll focus, I have a dir1 in a, this is a remote server one, 162, and then this is remote server 281. And here is a one directory and one file, right? And one directory and one file. So what I'm going to do, I want to create a new directory here with the help of ad hoc command. And obviously I can use a normal command, Linux command mkdir, to create a directory, and directory name is for data directory. I want to create this directory. I want to press enter here and everything is fine. If again I will check with the help of ad hoc command, so you can see the data directory is created in both server, both remote server, data and then data. Fine. I want to create one more file here, and this file I want to keep as a sensitive. I want to keep as a sensitive data.txt file. Okay, and then I'm going ahead with touch command. So touch command is for create file. I want to press enter. Fine, absolutely fine, absolutely correct. And then we can check with the help of ls command, and file is created or not. Oh my goodness, I created this file in a remote. So I want to move this file from this location to the next location. So next location is a home, and then remote, and then data. So the data is a directory. I want to copy, or sorry, I want to move this file from remote location to the data directory. I want to press enter. Everything is fine. Now we can check with the help of ls. I want to check with the help of ls command that file is moved or not. So I'm going to check in a data directory this time. Is moved. Showing sensitive data.txt file is moved successfully. Fine. And then I want to write down a playbook for sensitive data here. So this time I'm going to write down a playbook. So multiple playbooks I have here. One playbook I want to create for sensitive data. So this is the new playbook. With the help of VM editor, free playbook 5, sensitive data dot YML. Obviously, our playbook should be in YML, and this is my. I would press I for insert, and I want to go for comment and playbook 5 use Ansible Vault. Ansible Vault. I want to remove this comment. We know well about playbooks. Start with three hyphens and then hyphen, and we have to provide host detail. And in our case, our host group name is a web server. Okay. And I want to go for become means we want to give a root privileges to this playbook, yes, or you can say true. And then I want to go for next is for tasks. Okay. Our task name is, I want to give name for this tasks. Copy data from playbook to remote servers files. I want to give here name of file, sensitive data.txt. Okay, so copy is a module and then I want to copy. This is sensitive file. This information I will paste in a destination. And in our case, destination is a double quotes I want to give, home, and then remote, and then data, and then file name, sensitive data.txt. Fine. And let me go in end. Everything is fine if I'm not wrong. Destination. Let me check this destination. I'm going to save this information first. Fine. And I want to check in playbook 1. So this is a benefit for playbooks. If you are working with ad hoc commands, you cannot save for the future use. And if you are going to create your playbooks, you can use for future use. So this time I'm going to check some content from the playbook 1. So showing DEST. Okay, fine. So let me go ahead with our playbook. Again, I want to go ahead with playbook 5, and then uh, I think everything is fine here. I will save this information. Okay.
Now all these commands are running without SSH password SSH, right? There is no need to do password SSH now, passwordless SSH.
Passwordless SSH is a one-time setup.
That is required for this activity too.
Yes, obviously.
Okay,
If you are not going for passwordless SSH, so you will face error
okay,
because it is a background communication from control server to report server.
okay. That is a prerequisite for this vault also.
Yeah, every playbooks,
Everything. Okay,
every playbook as well as ad hoc commands.
okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay, rest of the thing we'll continue tomorrow if you don't mind. It
Yeah,
is
sure.
9:20, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so
So
much.
this is not completed as of now, right?
No, no, it is not completed yet.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll
Okay,
connect
sure.
tomorrow at same time.
Sure, sure.
Thank you.